I felt like I'd seen most of the films I'd seen that deal with the experiences of World War II on both sides of the picture. It was very serious, and while I've always loved those films and been really affected by them, and they've changed me, I feel like we're going to have to retell these stories and keep reminding each other and other people what happened and what not to do in the future.
It's essentially are these children who are kind of forced into being a version of what is Boy Scouts to us nowadays, running around with grenade launchers and knives in their belts. You know, this was real. This is something that was actually happening. And so were they inherently evil, or were they just kind of influenced by, you know, especially Jojo's character not having a father figure, and he finds it in this imaginary version of Taika, the character that Taika is playing.
It felt like if anybody could make this film, it would be Taika, because he's incredibly sensitive and soulful, and you know, I think he uses humor as a way to you know, really kind of draw in the audience so that we can actually have a moment of reflection.
Really inventive idea, you know. Very unique film, poignant and funny and beautiful, yeah.
Taika himself says, you know, he's seen a lot of war movies. He's seen a lot of war movies, actually, funnily enough, from the sort of child's point of view, from the Allies side, but less so from the German side of things. And I think, you know, Taika's got an amazing kind of childlike spirit anyway, and I think he taps into that childlike sort of wonderment and naivety. And I think he could really get into the brain of this young boy who is, you know, is being conditioned, if you like, by adults to have these kind of sickening Nazi beliefs, and the journey of this boy in a kind of growing up and realizing the sort of error of his ways is a really beautiful, brave, funny, and I think ultimately very emotional story. I was really dazzled with what he did.
So I was really happy with the way the character turned out. It was more fun for me to play a more of a buffoon version of him. Even though he probably was a bit of a buffoon. But it's, you know, as an imaginary Hitler conjured from the mind of a boy is way more fun than me actually trying to play the actual guy.